Hi, I'm Steve Everest. I'm the head of physics at Bootham School. Well, why should anybody study physics? Everybody's got their own reasons. Sometimes it might be because you're really curious about how things work. For some people, it's maybe just the least worst option. If you're already interested in physics, you probably don't need me to sell it to you. But if you are unsure, there's a ton of really good reasons to consider choosing it. Personally, I chose it because I'm just fascinated about what makes things work. And as a kid, I was very keen on fixing pretty much anything that went wrong, which did result in some accidents, which I learned from. I also had a really good teacher at school. My physics background has just allowed me to have an amazing career. I haven't always just been a teacher. I've also worked as a research and development scientist and in IT project management before becoming a teacher. These are the key reasons why physics is such a good choice. Firstly, because it's just really interesting. Helps us to understand how the world around us works. Can openers, light bulbs and cell phones, to muscles, lungs and brains, from cameras and cars and cathedrals, to earthquakes, tsunamis and even hurricanes. It's also just useful. It's the basis for everything that we consider to be modern technology, all the tools and instruments used in scientific, engineering and medical research and development. Manufacturing is dominated by physics. Physics also helps you to help others. Doctors that don't understand the implications of the physics equipment they're using can be dangerous. As well as being useful and interesting, it's also just fantastic for opening doors. It opens many more doors than most other subjects, and conversely, if you don't take it, it can actually close the door to certain career options. You're not going to be able to be a good engineer or a doctor without a knowledge of physics. You're far less likely to get a job in teaching. If you were a video games designer, maybe the games will be a bit more boring and maybe your animated movies won't look as realistic. A final reason to really think about studying physics may not be obvious. It's challenging. It's tough. It's something that scares a lot of students off, but it's actually one of the most important reasons for studying it in the first place. If you take that challenge on and you succeed, it will give you a real sense of accomplishment. So these factors all combine to make physics a Russell Group facilitating subject. It's one of the subjects considered to open more doors in terms of options and job opportunities than any other. So that's about physics. Now, why Bootham? Why come to this school? It's an amazing school. I'm relatively new here. From a teaching point of view and a student point of view, it's simply one of the best places I have ever worked. We've got a lot of really strong and clear advantages. We do have small class sizes. That means that we get to know the students and the students get to know us better. Also means the students get more support. And we have a ton of what was at the time quite expensive equipment. And because of the small class sizes, we get to let the students use the equipment rather than just watch a demonstration. Something that we do well here is for GCSE, you can choose to do all three sciences or just your favourite. So that means you can focus on a science you love all the way through to A level. Because physics is difficult, you do need good GCSE grades. We look for English, maths and obviously physics, ideally at a grade 7 or above, although there is some flexibility depending on the other options that you're taking. Each subject has a very generous lesson allocation compared to most schools, so we get plenty of time to cover the enormous curriculum that the government expect these days. We also get more time to do the practicals more thoroughly and to spend more time practicing the exam questions. When we aren't able to be in school for whatever reason, we have taken remote learning very seriously. We've invested a lot of time and money in making it work. Google Classroom is used very frequently to share resources, to set assignments and to provide feedback. So all these factors combine to make sure our students really enjoy their physics lessons. Historically, our results are very strong compared to what our students should be expected to achieve. All in all, this is a great place to study a great subject, and I do hope you choose it. Thank you.